Leighton Meester, widely recognized for her iconic role as the sharp-tongued and sophisticated Blair Waldorf in the hit series Gossip Girl, has recently opened up in a candid conversation about the profound value of accepting imperfection in both personal relationships and professional life. She emphasized how embracing vulnerability and acknowledging one's flaws can lead to deeper connections and greater personal freedom. Meester described the reality of sharing life with another person as inherently involving mutual imperfection. She pointed out that when two individuals come together, they inevitably bring their own set of shortcomings, quirks, and challenges. Rather than viewing these as obstacles, she sees them as essential elements that foster growth. Being with someone who will occasionally challenge you, push your boundaries, or reveal your own limitations is, in her view, a healthy and necessary part of meaningful companionship. This perspective extends beyond romance into the broader dynamics of any close bond. Meester stressed that long-term relationships, whether romantic, familial, or platonic, demand continuous self-reflection and dedication. For a partnership to endure and thrive, both parties must remain open to examining their behaviors, addressing insecurities, and actively working on personal development. She described this process as an ongoing commitment rather than a one-time fix. It requires humility to admit when one is wrong, courage to communicate openly about feelings, and patience to navigate the inevitable conflicts that arise from two imperfect people trying to coexist harmoniously. Meester's insights highlight a mature understanding that perfection is an illusion. True strength lies in the willingness to evolve together despite flaws. Shifting the discussion to her professional experiences, Meester did not shy away from addressing the darker sides of the entertainment industry. She openly admitted to having worked in toxic environments during her career. These settings, she explained, often involve dynamics where authority figures fail to inspire or support their teams. Instead of uplifting colleagues, some bosses create atmospheres of negativity, competition, or subtle undermining that can erode confidence and creativity. Meester noted that such experiences are unfortunately common across many workplaces, not just in Hollywood. Many people, regardless of their field, have encountered leaders who prioritize control over encouragement, leaving employees feeling undervalued or stifled. Despite these challenges, Meester reflected positively on how certain projects have allowed her to channel those real-life frustrations into her performances. She described the chaotic energy of some productions as strangely relatable and even invigorating from a creative standpoint. The unpredictability and intensity mirrored aspects of real human interactions, providing rich material for exploration on screen. This ability to draw from personal encounters with difficult work cultures has, she suggested, enriched her acting and made certain roles feel authentic. It also served as a reminder of the importance of resilience, learning to protect one's mental well-being while still delivering high-quality work in less-than-ideal conditions. During the same discussion, her co-star Josh Hutcherson expressed genuine surprise upon hearing about Meester's encounters with toxic workplaces. His reaction underscored a common perception that the entertainment world, with its glamour and resources, might be immune to such issues. Meester's wry response acknowledged the irony. Even in an industry built on storytelling and emotional depth, toxic dynamics persist. She found it almost amusing that her experiences could still shock others, reinforcing how normalized certain negative behaviors have become. Yet, rather than dwelling on bitterness, she framed these moments as learning opportunities that have shaped her approach to collaboration and self-care. Meester's overall message carries broader implications for anyone navigating relationships or careers. In an era where social media often promotes curated perfection, her advocacy for vulnerability feels refreshingly honest. By publicly sharing that she is far from perfect and has faced professional hardships, she normalizes the idea that everyone struggles. This openness can inspire others to drop the facade of flawlessness and instead focus on authentic growth. In relationships, it encourages partners to communicate fears and failures without shame. In workplaces, it highlights the need for environments that foster support rather than competition or control. Furthermore, embracing vulnerability does not mean weakness. It requires immense strength to confront one's imperfections head-on. Meester's reflections suggest that this mindset leads to greater empathy, both for oneself and for others. When people accept that everyone is a work in progress, conflicts become less about blame and more about mutual understanding. Relationships deepen because they are built on real, unfiltered connection rather than idealized expectations. Professionally, it can lead to healthier teams where individuals feel safe to take risks, admit mistakes, and innovate without fear of harsh judgment. Meester's journey from the polished world of Gossip Girl to these more introspective discussions illustrates personal evolution. The character of Blair Waldorf was often defined by her pursuit of control and perfection, yet Meester herself has moved toward a philosophy of acceptance and openness. This contrast makes her words particularly compelling. She speaks not from theory but from lived experience, having portrayed both the allure and the exhaustion of maintaining an impeccable image. Her emphasis on ongoing self-work serves as a reminder that personal development is never truly complete. It is a lifelong practice that enriches every aspect of life.